welcome to Paper Crafting with Angelina. I'm so happy to be back from our vacation. We had a wonderful time in Mexico, got a great tan, my hair turned blonde, and I really missed all my paper crafting, but I have to admit it was wonderful to be on the beaches of the world with my children, enjoying the weather and the sun and the sights. My brother even joined us, so that was really great. But I'm back here at home, back in my studio, and getting ready to get started for a lot of new projects. I'm taking a few different directions on what I've been doing lately, so I am very excited about that. But today I just wanted to share a real quick video with you showing you how I made this card. And this card is actually my entry for an upcoming blog hop, and that will be posted on my blog, which is papercraftingwithangelina.blogspot.com. It's a team blog hop, just a few of us, but we're really excited to be starting our own. I did use the mostly close to my heart products. The Cricut cartridge I used is the Accent Essentials. I bought this years ago. Don't know exactly if it came with my Cricut at the time, but that's the cartridge that I used. So let's head over to my workstation and just go over a real quick video on how I created the card. See you over there. Okay, so I wanted to show you how I made this card, and this is actually the card that I submitted for one of the blog hops or card hops that I am entered in for Close to My Heart, and this is for Elizabeth's team. I started off using the Forever paper pack, and that's where I got these B&T papers. What I did is I took a sheet of Lagoon paper, and using the Cricut, you can see I cut out a variety of hexagons, and then I also did the same with the pattern paper. As you can see, there you go. Okay, so I made the Lagoon hexagons slightly larger. They were cut at 1.5, and the smaller ones with the B&T paper were cut at 1 1/4. I cut out the piece of honey paper here, and then I just kind of figured out where I wanted the different hexagons, figured out my pattern, and then I started applying them. First I applied the smaller one to the larger one to give it a mat. I applied those on the card front, then I trimmed off the excess, because you can see they were overhanging. Trimmed off the excess, then I matted that onto some black cardstock. I distressed the edges and mounted that onto the ruby. Then I took a strip of honey and I mounted this border, and this border is a border strip that comes on the B&T papers. One side it just gives you the names of the different colors that coordinate with the paper pack, and again this is the For Always paper pack that I use. So I cut that out. I mounted it on a strip of honey, cut that to the size of the ruby sheet, and my measurements are going to be on the blog so you can see that. I mounted that, leaving a border here and a border on the front and top, or the top and bottom. I mounted that onto the card panel that I had created, and then I mounted the entire thing onto the card base. I applied a couple of these bitty pearls. This little sentiment right here actually came from the assortment. I think it's, let's see, it's called the For Always My Sticker Ease, and here's another piece that's left over. And they come in 2 sheets. Let's see. As you can see, I've used a few. That one that I used on the card came from there. I attached it. They're sticky on the back side, so I attached it to a piece of ruby paper. Then I just carefully fussy cut around it to give it a border to make it really pop. I then attached that to the card with some 3D foam tape, And then using the For Always assortment, I used 2 of the pins, and let me show you what they look like. These little pins. Oh, there you go. I just think that's an adorable little rose. Anyway, I slid those underneath the sentiment, and that was pretty much it for the front of the card. On the inside of the card, I actually took the negative from when I cut out some of the green hexagons. I mounted that on top of the honey cardstock, and then I attached the leftover hexagons from the B&T paper. So let me see, get in there a little bit tighter. There we go. So you can see a little bit of the honey through the back. Because when I cut out the hexagons from the Lagoon, I actually cut it out using the shadow feature on the Cricut cartridge, and that made them slightly larger than the hexagons that were just cut out normal with the shift key. I also, this red ruby, I guess like a scalloped edge, that was also from the stickies that came in here as well. And then I just cut a little piece of, it was scrap paper actually, a scrap piece of the honey, put that on top, and that's how I came up with the card. So please visit my blog and you can get more detailed information on how I assembled this card, and also links if you'd like to order any of the products that I used for this card. They'll be on my blog, and that is papercraftingwithangelina.blogspot.com. If you like what you see, please like this video, and I'd love to have you as a new subscriber. I'd love to read your comments. Thank you for visiting me. You can also find me on Facebook at Paper Crafting with Angelina. Have a terrific day, and thanks again for visiting.